Alright, let's talk about something uncomfortable, because if you're a tradie or you run any kind of service business, you've probably had this moment. You're working your guts out, you're flat out on the tools, you're missing family time, and you still look at the bank account and think, why the hell am I not making more money? Now let's get into it. And look, it's not because you're crazy, it's not because you're underskilled, it's not because you're overpriced, you're actually doing more than most people can handle. But here's the truth that most people don't tell you. You're not broke because you don't work hard, you're broke because you're losing the customers that are already trying to give you their money. The biggest leak in your business, the one quietly strangling your revenue, is simple: missed calls and slow responses. Let's repeat that: missed calls and slow responses. Think about it. Your phone rings while you're on the tools, you miss it. Someone rings after hours, you miss it. Someone rings when you're driving or dealing with a customer, you miss that too. And here's the harsh truth: most people don't leave voicemails anymore. People don't wait, they don't call back later, they just ring the next business on Google Maps. Think of your customers like motorists stuck in the morning traffic. They're stressed, they're impatient, they're desperate to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. Point A is their problem, and point B is the business that can fix it right now with a solution. When you miss their call and try and ring them back later, you're basically like a pedestrian on the side of a freeway trying to wave down a car in peak hour traffic. They're not stopping, they're not waiting, they don't even see you. But when you do answer instantly, or your system answers instantly, everything changes. Now you're not the pedestrian. Now you're a cop in high vis stepping out for an RBT. The traffic stops, attention's immediate, no one argues. They pull over, they listen, and they follow your instructions. That's the difference between another missed call and another booked job. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room, because as soon as I mention AI voice agents, almost every business owner thinks the same thing. I don't want to lose the personal touch. I don't want callers talking to a robot. I get it. Honestly, I used to think the same thing. But here's the honest emotional truth. People aren't calling because they want your voice. They're calling because they want your help. And they want it now. And here's the logical truth: if you don't answer, they just call someone else. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the system I recommend completely different from every other AI phone thing you've ever heard of. It doesn't pretend to be human. It tells callers up front, "Hi, I'm the AI assistant for ABC Plumbing. I can get you booked in right now and get you help." And guess what? People don't care, because they're the motorist in the traffic. They just want someone who can direct them to the solution. This isn't about replacing your personal touch. It's about protecting your personal touch. Every call the AI answers is a customer that you didn't lose. It's a job you didn't miss. It's money that stayed in your pocket instead of going to your competitor. It holds the door open so you can walk through later with the relationship and the personal service that you're known for. Here's how your business looks without a system like this. Call rings, you miss it, they try again, you're still busy, they give up, they hire your competitor, you lose that job, that customer, and every referral they would have bought you for the rest of their life. Now here's how it looks like within the new system. Call rings, AI answers instantly or sends a text back right away. The customer gets help immediately. They're booked in before you even look at your phone. You didn't lose the job, you didn't lose the customer, you didn't lose the money, and you've probably got the customer for life. This is the fastest and easiest way to increase your income, not next year, not later, but this week. And now that you understand the problem, here are 2 ways to fix it starting from today. Option 1, you can do it yourself. There's a link below to the exact voice agent I recommend, the same one I use. Click that link and you can set it up yourself, step by step. If you're a DIY person or you like tinkering with systems the same way you tinker with tools, that's probably your part. Option 2, if you're already drowning in work, quotes, admins, emails, phone calls, and constant interruption, if you're the kind of operator that grabs lunch at 3 p.m. and eats it in the ute between jobs, then skip the DIY and click the other link. We'll set up the entire system for you properly, for less than you probably spend on coffee, smoko, or Bunnings runs each week. 2 options, your call. But whichever path you choose, this is the one thing that will fix your income this week, not someday down the track. Your business deserves better, you deserve better, and you deserve to stop working this hard for that little. Let's fix it starting today. And if this hits home, If you want straight talking videos that actually help you fix these problems, make sure you hit like, subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new videos I release, because I'm going to deep dive into the stuff that genuinely moves the needle: leads, automation, follow-up and the systems and solutions that stop money leaking out of your business. Have a great day.